Deadpool and Wolverine achieved a strong second week at the box office, earning $97 million and bringing its total domestic gross to $395 million, while new releases Trap and Harold and the Purple Crayon struggled to gain traction.
Dun, dun, dun!
So, in other words, a movie with two popular characters that people like is doing well in the theaters.
You don't say.
Wow. It's almost like if you give people what they want instead of trying to put in stupid characters that nobody knows and nobody cared about that failed in the comics, that maybe, just maybe, it will do well.
Yeah. Who could have foreseen that? It was entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was entertaining. And as I said, we're going to give our overall thoughts on it. But we are going to go into spoiler territory. So as we said, we're going to go into spoilers now. So please, we'll give you a countdown. Honey, if you'll do the honors.
3, 2, 1, beware.
Is the movie Deadpool and Wolverine, is it entertaining? Yes. Is the movie with Deadpool and Wolverine full of cameos? Yes.
Yeah. Understatement.
Are some of the cameos cool to see and entertaining to watch? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Is it a good movie? No.
Debatable.
No, it is not.
It doesn't really have much of a plot. Literally, we were only entertained because of all the cameos and the jokes that Deadpool made. But Master was disappointed afterwards. Honestly.
I loved seeing Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds interact as Deadpool and Wolverine on screen. It's something I've always wanted. It was great. He was in the suit, and they even had him wear the mask. They did have that. They had a bunch of cameos. They did the thing with Captain America. They had Captain America, Steve Rogers come in. He looked like Steve Rogers, and then he said, "Flame on!" And he's the Human Torch instead.
That was something Master said they needed to do in the movie, and was happy that they did.
I said they should do it in Multiverse of Madness. They could have been like Cap, and then be like, "Nope." So he literally he's gonna say it. Avengers, flame on!
Flame on!
It was fun to watch. They had cameos from a bunch of characters. As we said, they had cameos from Channing Tatum's Gambit,
which was supposed to get a solo movie, and
thank God he did. It was so bad.
Yeah, his accent was not good.
I didn't like Channing Tatum's Gambit. I thought it was a little bit hard to understand him. I think it was a running joke that they kind of did.
Because he's from the Louisiana Bayou. He's supposed to have the Louisiana Bayou accent.
But I was getting to the rest of
it. It wasn't a very good Bayou accent.
Regardless, they had Channing Tatum's Gambit, they had Elektra, and they had Wesley Snipes.
Reprising Blade. And you want to know what he said? There's only one blade, and there'll only ever be one blade.
And Deadpool looks at the screen kind of like with a knowing,
raising his eyebrows like a knowing look.
But so let's kind of explain this. So why is the movie's entertaining? It's decent. I would give it a 5 out of 10, and that's being generous. I'm being generous. There probably could be a case made for a 6. The problem with the movie is it has absolutely no plot. The plot is literally very, very one-dimensional. Find MacGuffin to fix timeline, get stuck somewhere. Oh no, we got free.
And not to mention that the way they get back is through through convenient plot armor that the main bad guy could have used to get out of her prison at any freaking time.
Yeah, and she just decides to now suddenly get out, but only after they get out. Again, since we're going to spoilers, basically the whole movie starts with Deadpool basically used the time thing from the last movie to go try to get into the Avengers team. He wasn't in the Avengers team. They wouldn't take him. So he kind of gave up on his life and gave up on everything and stopped being Deadpool and basically became a car salesman. Then he has his birthday. And
gets captured by the TVA. Oh, and he and Vanessa broke up.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah, and then basically the TVA basically says that their timeline is degrading because of the loss of the anchor being aka Logan.
From the movie Logan.
And they did a good thing with that. They literally started off the movie by saying, like, how are we not going to ruin Logan? Well, they just don't care.
Logan's legacy? Well, we're not going to do that. And you literally shows Deadpool digging up his grave.
And then killing people with his bones, which was
with
cool.
with Wolverine's adamantium skeleton, which was absolutely hilarious.
But the issue being is that after that, Deadpool's like, oh, but you can. He's like, oh, but Deadpool, you can come. We decided that you're special. You can go to the sacred timeline, and we're going to use a thing called
Avengers. But you have to let everyone you know die.
Yes, we're going to use the Time Ripper to destroy your timeline.
To destroy your timeline prematurely because we don't want to wait for it to happen.
Yes, and so basically Deadpool steals the thing and tries to go find a new anchor being. There's a bunch of cameos, including one by Henry Cavill, which we won't go into. You guys will see that.
Yeah, oh, that was clever. I laughed. That was amazing.
There was a bunch of cool cameos.
Yes, there were.
Then he finds a Wolverine, and it turns out it's the worst Wolverine.
Because he let down his entire world.
Yeah, and so basically... they come back and the guy basically says, not only is not an anchor being, but he's the worst one, and then sends them to the Void. Which is
basically the remnants of the Fox universe.
So yeah, basically any Fox characters and stuff like that were literally put there, and they have to find a way out, but they find other Deadpool, they find other characters, and then they end up going up against Cassandra Nova,
who's the main bad guy, apparently.
But turns out that she was able to get out all along because she had a sling ring from Doctor Strange.
Somehow, that's never explained.
Well, after fighting and a bunch of stuff and getting together with other people like Electro,
figuring out about the Time Ripper that can destroy other dimensions, she decides, you know what, I'm going to destroy the multiverse so that only the Void remains because I'm happy here.
But she decided to do that only after letting them go because reasons.
It made no sense.
And then again, at the end, there's like a self-sacrifice moment, and Deadpool and Wolverine like sacrifice themselves, but they don't sacrifice themselves, and because they live anyways.
Survive. And there's also the Deadpool Corps. The Deadpools, all the Deadpools, including Dogpool, Kidpool, Babypool, Ladypool, and Headpool. I was surprised they included Deadpool.
Honestly, that's the problem with the movie for me, is that there were some great scenes. There were some awesome cameos. I enjoyed myself. It was entertaining. I would watch it again. But there was no plot. The plot was so thin. And I think that if it would have taken like another year or two to really flesh this out, this could have been a lot better. This movie will do well. It's great in the sense where it's entertaining. It's better than anything Marvel's put out in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't have a good plot. And so I can't say that it's a good movie. I can say that it's an entertaining movie.
Yes. But it also did a lot of good with comic accuracy in terms of cameos and references.